Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I'm currently renovating my 200-year-old farmhouse in Vermont. And we just wrapped up a project in our informal living room, which is where I'm standing, building DIY built-in bookcases. And I'm gonna leave that linked up here so that you can go back and get caught up on that. We also have done projects in other rooms in our house this year, and I've documented those on YouTube as well if you wanna go back and check those out. We are very slowly starting to wind down here at the end of summer in Vermont, transitioning into fall. Fall comes much earlier in Vermont. We start to see the leaves start changing around now. Some trees start having fall foliage just a little bit, and then through September the leaves continue changing, and then we end with the peak the beginning of October through the middle of October. So I'm really excited today because it's about 70 degrees out, very low humidity. It's a bit chilly, it's a bit breezy. There's some rustling leaves. It's feeling very autumnal. So I want to do a cozy home reset because we're heading into the colder months and we really want to kind of wind down. And we've been working on house projects for a year straight. Last August we started our mudroom and we've been working on home projects this entire time, and we're still going to work on small projects here and there, but we really want to quiet down a little bit, slow down, take it easy, spend time at home, just be cozy and really enjoy the changing season. Last year we were in the middle of our mudroom makeover and we missed so many beautiful weekends due to just renovating, and you know, life should be enjoyed as well. So we're gonna just take it down a notch a little bit. So I'm really excited today to start a cozy home refresh and share that with you. I want to take you around. I'm gonna do a bit of cleaning, organizing, tidying, and then add some new home decor items as well. Which brings me to Quince, who kindly reached out and offered to gift me some items from their home collection. And if you don't know Quince, they're an online retailer that focuses on quality and affordability using a factory direct model, so they're able to offer you really high quality luxury items at an affordable price. They also focus on sustainability in the materials that they use, often going for organic, cotton, linen, silk, wool, really renewable materials. And I have been a longtime customer of Quince and I've loved everything I've received from them. I also worked with them on my TikTok a few months ago, so it's been great to continue this partnership with them, and I'm really excited to show you what I picked out. I'm gonna leave all of the links to each item in the description box below so that you can just go directly to their website and shop the same items that I picked out as well. So let's get into the haul. So I kind of wanted to spruce up our sofa with some new cushions, and we currently have 16-inch cushions on there, and they're just not big enough. I think it's much cozier and comfier to have a big squishy pillow. I picked up a set of 2 of these melange stripe pillow covers in this blush pink color, and this side is wool. It's really soft wool, and then this side is linen, also super soft. So I thought these would be super cozy and comfy on the sofa, and I love the combo of this blush pink color with the blue sofa. So I'm really excited to get those on there. I also picked up their European linen stripe quilt in terracotta, and I got this in a full/queen size because I like the flexibility that I can use this on a bed, but also use it on the sofa and have just a super cozy quilt on the sofa through the colder months. I love this color too. It complements the bookcase so well, and I think it will also look really well on the blue velvet sofa. So I'm really excited to enjoy some cozy nights with this. Next, I picked up some autumnal table linens to enjoy throughout the colder months and have really nice dinners at home and have the table set really nicely. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so I picked up their European linen tablecloth in this green gingham, and I love this color. It feels super earthy and warm and very autumnal, and I think it's gonna look great with the napkins that I chose. I picked up their European linen scalloped edge napkins in this really pretty blue color, and I got a set of 8 of those, so if we do have guests over this fall, we can comfortably accommodate them with enough napkins for everyone. And I love this blue color. It's very much like the blue on our sofa in combination with that green too. I think that's going to be so pretty with a beautiful table setting. Living in a 200-year-old farmhouse in Vermont means that we do have drafts and it gets very cold in here in the winter, and we look for ways to minimize all drafts, and including our doors. So one thing I've been wanting to do since we moved in was get some curtains to hang around our doors for the thermal benefits in winter. I chose their coastal stripe linen cotton curtain in this blue color. Again, it's really nice soft blue. And this one, I went with the unlined one because I want to leave it up year round, and I like the idea of having a sheer curtain throughout the warmer months just to filter a little bit of light, maybe, really just to soften the doorway. And then I will add a thermal lining to this that you can hang from the curtain rod, just to get that thermal benefit. They do offer it in the thermal, with the thermal backing, but again, I wanted that flexibility to have more of a softer light filtering in the warmer months. So I'm really happy with that. I think it's gonna look so good in our mudroom. I want to get one for the front door as well, but I'm kind of waiting to think about it a little bit more. I think this one's gonna look great in our mudroom. That's everything I chose. I'll leave it all linked in the description box below so you can go check it out. And let's start with our first project. So we're going to be doing some small things in our mudroom, and we remodeled it last year, and we kind of got to a point, we got everything basically installed, and then we just shoved things in the cabinets. And in the coming weeks, I also want to work on a few smaller projects. Basically, we wrapped up in December and we're pretty burnt out on it, so we just shoved things in the cupboards. And there's other finishing touches that I want to get to, like adding a blind to that window, and I also have wallpaper that I want to add. And I also want to add a sconce. So there's a few things to do, small things to do, do some organization in the cupboards, clean it out, do all that kind of things. So that will come soon. But for today, we're going to hang the curtain. One of my favorite ways to get a designer drapery look is to shop secondhand on eBay for drapery hardware. And I got a whole box of rings, 4 finials, and 4 brackets for like $30, which is much cheaper than it would have cost elsewhere brand new. So such a great steal, and these are designer quality, so they have that substantial feel to them, with a really nice finish. And then I ordered a curtain rod from Drapery Rods Direct, which is, they supply a bunch of designer drapery brands, and so I got the matching rod to the set that I got secondhand on eBay. So this will look really nice with that curtain. It's going to make it feel really substantial and very designery. So let's get started hanging this curtain. Good morning, it's the next day and today we're going to be tackling this area of our kitchen. We have had this cabinet for quite a while, but it's not really meant to store kitchens things. It's pretty small and it's really cramped and crowded in there. So we're gonna put that on the curb and someone will definitely pick it up in under an hour. And then we will take the one that's in the living room and move it in here. We do have like long-term plans to renovate this kitchen. It has really great bones, just like every other room in our house. So we don't really need to change much, but we would one day love to have cabinets on this side of the kitchen with like bottom cabinets on the left over here, and then a tall double door pantry storage cupboard. And but for now we're just going to use the cabinet that we have in the living room, and then we'll probably in the coming months find a different storage piece for the living room, probably on Facebook Marketplace or at an antique shop. So let's first get started just by swapping them out, and then I will show you, then I'll start styling it and show you how that looks. So this is our kitchen dining table. We got it when we moved into the house, and we bought it from someone who takes farmhouse tables and then restores them and then resells them. So these are two spruce planks on the top, and they had sanded it down and then varnished on top of it, and I didn't love that finish. I wanted a natural finish that would just patina over time. So I sanded it down, and then I was using French soap with water to add like a waxy finish to the top to protect it. But recently started using beeswax instead, and I think I like the beeswax a little bit better. There are rings and watermarks on the table, but I think that just adds to the overall patina, and once you wax it and buff it, it's hardly noticeable. And that's just what I like about the table. And the areas with more wear, so like where you would sit at the table, have definitely started to get that more of that patina kind of natural finish. So it's just a waiting game with this table, but eventually it will look like it was always in this house, which I love. So I'm gonna recoat it with some beeswax, and then I think it's finally time to set the table with the tablecloth and linens from Quince. Here's a little side-by-side comparison. I just added the beeswax to this side, and I haven't done this side yet. And you can really tell a difference in how much nicer this side looks. Again, like I said, once you start buffing it, those water rings and marks just kind of disappear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side now. brings us to our final room. We just finished our built-in bookcase, so there's not much that needs to get done in our study. Everything is very organized and very clean, but I'm gonna add the quilt and the throw pillows to the sofa just to help us transition into the cozy season. And I want to style the quilt on the sofa a few different ways and then see which one I like best. So let's do that, and let me know in the comments which styling of the quilt you liked best as well. This is option one. It's more of like a sofa roll option where I've just kind of folded it up and it's on the seat of the sofa. And I really like this one because it makes it really squishy and comfy and breaks up some of the blue velvet. But I don't know if it's super practical in the long run if you wanted to use this to curl up with. The logistics of this one seem a bit iffy for me, and I think it would be better. It might be better to drape it on the back of the sofa. It's also it's longer than the sofa is, so I've just tucked it under here. And I don't know if I love that look as much, so I'm gonna try it on the back of the sofa now. This is option two. I just have it folded and then draped on the back of the sofa. And I think this might be the most practical one because if you're sat on the sofa, you can just grab it off the back and then cozy up with it. So this might be the winner, but I want to also try draping it across the arm. And then I will make my final decision. This is the third option. I really do like this one, and I think it would look really great with a bunch of pillows across the back of the sofa. But for now, we just have two, so I think I'm gonna just go with the one where I fold it and drape it over the back of the sofa. And then I'm gonna add the throw pillows as well. that concludes our cozy home fall reset. I'm going to leave all the items linked in the description box below so you can check them out too. And then let me know in the comments which transformation you like the best. And if you enjoyed today's video but you're not yet subscribed, consider subscribing so you can stay up to date on more cozy home updates. And I will see you in the next one.